Hello?
Hey, cash is down.
Guns down.
Let's go. And we're back.
Girl.
We're back. Mom had to go, Mom.
Later. I know. Okay, so for our audience members, my little yummy, I'm learning that he is allergic to like mosquito bites.
Mm-hmm.
So Dad was putting him down for bed. He wasn't really, normally he's like, he's an early sleeper. He goes to sleep at like 6:30, 7. This is like 8 o'clock is like, what are we pulling an all-nighter? And so he was crying / I also didn't.
I'm sorry. Can you hear that? Did you hear that? No.
I did, but I just kept talking to him.
Okay. I was like, are we going to be able to hear the thunderstorm in Celia's background? Seems like we are. Okay.
It's okay. Go
ahead.
Moms be mom and not always communicating. So I didn't tell Antoine when I left the room for bedtime that I was about to record. So he came out like, ooh, this is not a good night. And he was like, oh, you're recording. I'm like, okay, well, this is life. And so we paused and we right back. So anyway, Gunnar is allergic to mosquito bites. And actually I talked to his doctor today and she was just like, mosquitoes is like one of those things you can't really put all the ointments and, prayers around them. But that's like one of the things you can't get rid of. And so he swells up like Nutty Professor. So one bit him yesterday and his cheek is like I can't even exaggerate the size. Poor baby. So I think even though he's
insert
fine,
a picture, if you're okay, insert
yeah, I'll share. Even maybe another mom can benefit from this. Even though he's fine, like emotionally playing, running, you can sense there's something slightly off. And so to the touch, the cheek is a little bit warmer than the other cheek, just because there's so much blood probably flowing to that one spot. But long and short, doctor was like, says calamine lotion. What's the other one? I'll remember it. Another
witch hazel?
No. Man, where is the thing? Something. I'm gonna look it up. And cold compress. And so she was just like, that's the best you can do. Monitor him. Our friend was like, unless he catches a fever or starts acting crazy, despite he kind of spit up a little bit when I went in there. Like if his head started rotating, take him to the ER. So, but with the doctor, she was like, the only thing that we normally are concerned about are bee bites, bee stings, because those require you to walk around with like an EpiPen. So that is actually my next step for momming tomorrow morning, first thing, because I found that out late today. To call to find an allergist so we can do the test, because that's one thing I'm not messing with.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we Cash had 2 mosquito bites. And they were insignificant, but even I was saying before we started recording that's how mosquitoes in New York did me too. Like they would really, really swell, and really once they were gone, they would kind of leave a bruise as well that kind of lasted for a while after. Yeah,
he got one on the back of his calf, let's say lower calf, and that leg blew up. It ballooned all the way down to the top of his foot. I had to open up the sandals so that foot could have more space. But yeah, there's a nasty little black scabby thing going on in the back.
Even the mosquitoes in New York City are gangster. Mosquitoes stomping around in Timberlands. Coming for you.
Juice. And I'm gonna leave a scar.
I'm gone, but you still gonna know I was here.
And what's crazy is we were filming, or Antoine had filmed him that day. And when we go back to the film, you can see the little mosquito on his cheek.
You can see the actual mosquito.
I know.
My God.
Call him and family. What are
oh my goodness, the babies. It never stops.
Oh, it's driving me nuts. I gotta figure out the ointment. Anyway, tell me, girl. Okay, so we back.
Yeah, so we were as we dipped into the babies, but we were talking about the moms today.
Yes.
So I was saying I was rambling just a little bit, but I was saying that going to the gym, going on week 3, feeling great. The gym owner is a Black woman. She's been lovely. I went in like, girl, it's been literal years since sis has worked out, because even pre-pandemic, it was like, the pandemic started in February of 2020, and
the shutdown was March 15th.
March, but it was early in the year, and I was still on that, like,
started doing weird things.
I'm gonna get back to the gym as soon as is where my mindset was, and then everything shut down, and then here we are 2 years later and a baby later, and I haven't. It's been literal years since I've been in the gym, but
I also think your journey was a little different. I think we talked about it too. Whereas, like, pregnancy wise, you lost weight when you started breastfeeding.
I did. So I didn't feel the need to jump back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when I delivered, when I, in the early stages, I was putting on weight because I was eating all the patties, all the beef patties, cocoa breads, all the things, bro. I only just plateaued. I only finally just lost a nice enough that I'm like, okay, we can fit the jeans again.
Yeah.
Because, there's always some weird goal.
Yeah, I haven't even tried to put on a pair of jeans. We were just talking about that with another couple. Like, I haven't tried to put on a pair of jeans in a long while. Mostly because I knew they wouldn't fit. And
it is a feeling, but it might help motivate you. You never know.
Yeah. So I have been working out. She went and got she found a nail girl.
I want to show you my nails.
She's got her brows done. She bought some new potions and lotions for her face.
Okay.
She was working on herself. The next step was some clothes to fit the body, but we're in the midst of trying to make the body different. Yeah. So we'll see. But I just felt like for so long, and it hasn't been that long because the boys aren't that old, right? But it just
they're closer to two than they are to one. And today I had that feeling. I said, oh my God. Because he's now 16 months.
And Cash is almost 17.
I had a small pause this morning when I thought about it.
Every time he says a new word, I'm like,
that's weird.
Oh, okay. You are.
Oh my gosh. You guys said the funniest thing. My mom
what did he
joking
say?
about us. And my mom was just like, excuses. Here goes your dad with excuses. Because Antoine was doing something around the house and he couldn't grab Gunner. He was like building me something because he always built me something. I got a new mirror and he was putting it up, but he couldn't hold Gunner at the same time. And my mom was like, excuses. You always build a daddy out something. Here go Gunner. Excuses. He just kept saying excuses. But in his own, he's like, excuse. I'm like,
they are parrots. They're entering the space of parrots. My mom got some peaches, and I said to Cash, "It's a peach," and he said, "Peach, peach, 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 peach," just over and over again. Any noise outside, I've told him it's a motorcycle, even if it's a car or a truck or whatever. I'll say motorcycle. Every time he hears something, he points. You're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they be knowing. It's so. Gunner tries to say his name now, but G's are so hard.
Yes. G's are very hard.
I mean, G's are hard for adults. But he'd be like, g, g, g. And then he'll like skip half of it and be like, like, yes, I need Gunner.
You're a gunner, and you know that gunner is a word you need to learn how to say. It happens so fast.
Okay, I found that ointment. It's bacitracin. I don't even know.
Bacitracin. Yes.
So a little bacitracin, a little cool compress.
Yeah.
And then
prayers. I mean, the prayers are real. Because sometimes that's all you can do.
Well, that time you told me that Cash had a fever and they were like, well, just let it rock for a little bit. I was like, child.
And you know what?
Fever is over 100. It's
102 is apparently when you're supposed to like, okay. And when you think like 101, it's a quick step to 102, but there's a lot of 101 point. There's a lot of increments before you get from 101 to 102.
I don't know. I can't trust it. I don't trust these doctors because where are we going to wait till 102?
That's what it says. Or if the 101 lasts for, 2 days with medication and doesn't come down, then you still need to
Yeah.
go see someone. What I found interesting with the sick children is, you would always feel people be like, feel your forehead and you would feel hot. And I had never felt anyone who ever
Feels
felt hot. You
Oh,
know what I
they
mean?
feel hot.
And they feel so hot. Like, I mean, just the other day, I'm really not sure why he would have had a fever. I can only attribute it to maybe teething still,
Yeah.
because otherwise he was totally fine.
His
But
cat's got a full set of veneers, baby.
why does he have so many teeth? He got
Set of veneers.
so many
Ching,
teeth.
ching, ching.
He's only waiting on the bottom canines, but otherwise, my man is
Why does he have so many teeth?
chomping. I have no idea.
They're so prominent.
So prominent. I'm gonna
It's
insert a
him
picture.
eating pancakes
Has
and
to be.
chips.
Has to be.
Of the beginning.
His mouth was like, clearly we need teeth because we eating food. So let's get it together.
Oh,
But I felt he on their neck, on the back of their neck, on their, can you hear that ding?
Nope.
Okay. On their forehead, it's like you can feel that they are warm. And that was just so crazy to me because it was like, I feel like a mom in this moment. Yeah, like I had the experience of like, oh yeah, you do feel hot. I take your temperature, it's 99. Okay, so you are in fact a little warm, but like nothing to be upset about, But
there are these moments that you feel like a mom, for sure. Like we went and got Gunner vaccinated. Hot topics.
Hot topics. Let's dig in. Let's talk about it. Because when you mentioned that to me, I was like, whoa. Because you have the researching husband. And I said to Sean, I was like, the Jacksons have got Gunner vaccinated. And so if researching Antoine has said that it's a go, then we might need to think about it.
Antoine was a go from the beginning due to all his research.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say I was on the fence because I don't think I was. Yeah, the fence feels like you might slide the other way. I just wanted to do some of the research myself.
Yes.
But life, momming, travel, all these things got in the way, unfortunately. Probably should have prioritized that. Nevertheless, we had some friends who had we've heard of kids getting COVID. Like that's not new news, but never like super close to home. So we had some friends whose daughter or the whole family got it. But the youngest daughter, I think she's about 3 or turning 3. Baby, this poor child had seizures, had all the stuff. Like, and the family didn't know they had it. They were in a drive-through. And the poor sweetheart, they said they turned around, she's in her car seat and she's just like glazed over looking out the window, and then she goes into a seizure. And it's because she had COVID and her fever spiked out of nowhere. Like they didn't even know she had a fever.
Yeah.
And it was like,
wait, did they already know that? This is not me judging the parents. This is just clarification on the story. They already knew they had COVID when they were in the drive-thru.
No.
We're just in the drive-thru. We're happy and healthy people.
Happy, healthy people in the drive-thru doing a family trip.
Yeah.
Stopping.
Oh, like a road trip.
Yes, just nourish our babies.
Yeah. Drive-thru. We on a road trip.
Wherever. We are in, I don't know, Arby's, because it's not New York. Sonic. Let me drop the names of all the places.
Where's the beef?
That aren't here. Where's the beef? They ask for the beef and they turn around kind of like, oh, we ordering.
Yeah.
And they see that. And the Arby's people, I don't think it wasn't Arby's, but that's the story. Yeah. And the people helped them. Like it was a thing.
Really? Wow.
Oh, it was a thing. Yeah.
The drive-thru people helped.
I know, and I hope I'm not caring. Well, I'm not saying nothing about who or what.
Yeah.
The Arby's people help talk about community.
Wow, that's lovely.
That was scary. Admitted in hospital, babies not doing well, and I was like, well, say less, because I don't want to go through that. And in this household, I'm the only one who's still, other than Gunner, we both have yet to have COVID.
Right.
Which means my days are numbered at this point. Because at first I was like, I was going to, skip and move on. But now more and more people that I know who have never had COVID are taking everybody down.
Yeah. Yeah, we still, as a household, have been COVID free. My mom had it. So her house had it, but we have somehow managed to slip
I
under the
know.
radar.
I keep saying I want to do the antibody test to see if I actually didn't slip through the radar. Just
Just
didn't
didn't
manifest.
know. Yeah. That
but
could be a thing because everybody is vaxxed and boosted.
at this point. Yeah. So baby guns.
And so did you guys do, so when we went to our 16-month appointment, the pediatrician, of course, did recommend that we do the vaccine, but she was saying at the hospital, they only have Pfizer, that's 3 shots, and that we should try and find the Moderna because it's only 2 shots. Yeah.
So they offered at our pediatrician, and that was when I was on the not fence trying to figure it out. And but then after that happened, they didn't have an appointment for like 3 weeks, and we was like, NewYorkCity.gov, where y'all at? So we found a local like clinic-ish place to give us, and they offered Moderna, but Antoine and I both had Pfizer, so we were like, we both did well. Neither of us were sick from it. Let's go with what we knew, and Gunnar was fine. He had, nothing, no symptoms, no, just pissed off that he got a shot.
And now that you say that, Sean had the Moderna and I did Pfizer, and Sean was sick and I wasn't. So maybe we should just go with the Pfizer, even though it's
the Pfizer's
1 more shots.
Yeah, it's every 2 to 3 weeks, every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, vaccinations. I mean, the momming never stops.
The momming never stops.
I mean,
I put that on the list for the morning. Schedule the next appointment, plus schedule the allergist. Now I gotta stare at this baby monitor all night. Like, Lord.
I mean, allergies in general are nothing to play with. So if he's showing any signs of being allergic to
I know,
anything,
I just want to know. Like, she was like, you'll be fine. I was like, I don't know. I'm not rolling the dice on no these things.
And I mean, most babies are fine, but it's just like, what if my baby is the like small percentage of babies that's not fine?
Right, because I was saying to myself, like, oh, he has no nut allergies. So, that's always like the first hurdle. And I was like, oh, he's great. He has all the butters, all the everything. And I'm like, imagine if he's allergic to bees. I'm gonna keep him in a bubble. Bubble boy.
No buzz.
No
won't do buzz.
I'm gonna cross out the freaking bee. No buzz. I was saying buzz to that. No buzz.
No. That's stay away. Danger. Yeah, I'm not allergic to anything, and neither is Sean, so it had never occurred to us. But like I said, Cash got neither are you. So we had he got a mosquito bite and it was fine. So let us know how that goes.
I know. His face is definitely giving nutty professors.
Sick kids
is just weird. I have to say that.
What, that we're in different places. I agree.
I want to go all out and like snap a knee.
I agree. But it's the first one. It's the first one.
It's a quiet one. The boys are down sleeping. I feel like I have to keep my voice low, even though he probably would never wake up. But
it's the evening. You guys, just so for transparency, we are filming this on a Monday night. It's currently almost 9:00. The mom's been going all day.
Babies are down in varying stages of being down.
Yeah.
I'm on the fritz. Like, do we gotta go to the urgent care? Do we not?
You got a million tabs open in your mind.
In my mind, not on my computer.
Well, I got a million tabs open.
A little shade.
In both places. Yes, that's okay. I'm trying to do a better job with my tabs.
Well, you're doing the tabs of life and you're doing great. You're at the gym, eyebrows, skin, hair. I see the twist out.
I mean, now this is week 3. It's not even a twist out anymore. This is just my hair. Yeah, it's you, because you see this one right here. Because now I can see myself. Tuck it in.
This is like, I have to wash it tomorrow because I'm gonna slap some braids in here.
But I love that. No, see, again, before we were recording,
Mhm.
before she put that hat on, I said, of course, y'all, we know she got
Well,
to have an
yeah.
accessory. I'm saying, like, it's cute. I am always amazed that you find hats to fit
'Cause my
over your
head is
hair. Like, where do you find this hat?
sometimes, well, okay. So the trick, well, my head is big
Mm-hmm.
itself. Then, yes, add the hair. So typically my hats are an 8 or larger if you're talking fitted.
Mm-hmm.
And then for like, these kind of situations, it's definitely an XL. Every hat store I go into, I'll be like, where are the XLs? They're like, no, ma'am, no, I need the XLs or
She
double
like, what?
XLs.
Double
Or
XL.
if it's straight, then I can rock whatever I want.
Right. I
But like a
bought
true New Yorker, I like it to sit very close to the eyebrow. I'm not here for the high. So sometimes I'll force it and get a headache.
I have been inspired by your headgear. I mean, all the time. And so Sean and I, once we went out, I had straight hair. I was like, I'm gonna buy a hat. Gonna buy a baseball cap because, and I bought one. I didn't know what I was doing. It's way too small. I have a headache as soon as I put it on.
Because your hair was straight when you put it on.
My hair was straight. Yes, but even with my hair straight now, I put it on and I'm like, I should have got a size. I should have got a size up. Because Sean was like, well, you don't want the gap or something.
Yeah.
Right here.
That hurts.
Here. It hurts. Right here. I do follow a black woman who makes hats on Instagram.
Yes. Well, we might not be talking about the same person.
Okay, I assume we are, like felted fedoras and like summer straw. So I really want to get a hat from her. That I followed her because I was like, I'm going to get a hat.
There's this other guy, Milner. They're called Milners. The hat people. His brand is called Essential, but it's not spelled Essential. Girl, I gotta put together I gotta take offering for that hat, but I want it and it's beautiful. So
she's working on it.
She's working on it. If you see me pop up, the offering came through. Okay.
Give me this hat.
Just give me this hat. They're so cute. And I'm an OG, like here in Harlem, I'm OG flame hat keepers.
Yes. I never went and got, before we left, I never went. Well, first of all, when I walked by, they were always closed.
No, yeah, they have different, they're not like 9 to 5 hours.
Yeah. So next time I'm there, I have to
Mark
to get a hat.
Shout out to Mark.
Yeah.
Not sponsored, but yes.
You're just such a hat. You're an accessory inspiration. Okay. She's a glasses hat.
Funny, if you ask my mother, she is very annoyed with the fact that I barely wear earrings.
That's true. That is don't really do earrings.
That is her main call out anytime I'm like, what do you think of this look? She'd be like, it needs earrings. Because I don't know. I used to accessorize. College years, it was like 50-11 necklaces, and now it's not. So that said,
it was 50-11 necklaces
and belts.
First of all, also Zoom is telling me that we like, dang, I thought we got an hour. Oh, it's off the same link though.
Splice it together.
Editor,
y'all gonna get your close to an hour. No, but yes, we can keep it succinct. No, I love a hat.
Yeah,
I love a necklace. Hence my new.
Glasses
and sunglasses. That is, those are like the accessories that I'm obsessed with.
Yeah,
earrings is a hit or miss.
Not so much. Yeah,
I love.
Well, you're a hat inspiration. I'm if I can get you the thing is you can get your hair to go down. I can never get my hair to go down. It always goes up. Well, it just doesn't want to come. It's shorter, as I start pulling it back to put it in a bun, it gets round about here and it's like, nah.
But you know what's interesting? So the front of my hair is a different texture and I always want it to go up and big in the crown. No, it's like a wet noodle. So we have the reverse. But if you do it in layers, I've actually never seen you do like a slick down. But if you do a slick in layers, so like 3 big You know,
Mhm.
Jill this down, and then Jill this down. Boom, all the hats. Maybe even the one that gives you a headache.
I might have to give it a try.
And then you can keep that little sleek bun
for a week.
What are they calling it? The clean look.
Oh, is that a thing? Is that a hashtag thing?
That's a hashtag the people are taking over Black and brown culture.
Wow, because they figured out that they could brush their hair back
so
into
it's a clean. The drama is they're calling it the clean girl look.
Because the dirty girls.
We've been having the sleek ponies and buns and
forever. We've been gelling down a ponytail for decades.
Now it's the it girl thing.
Well, it's boxer braids. It's beads on vacations.
It's the new iteration of it all.
Yeah.
So you too can be a clean girl.
Well, I'll have to try to be a clean girl instead of
a bush baby.
Oh, a bush baby. Zach.
I had to give you the extreme.
Yeah, she took it there. We went there.
People.
Yeah, these people. Yeah. I'm into it. Like I said, I
look at this one. You remember when you were a kid and
the it's been several moments when you put your hair down in that ponytail, be like, nah. I'm out here. But I would never call you out. I would never say anything because we Black girls, we know what our hair do.
I would never say a thing except for you. Like this.
Said it. When it was happening, I wouldn't have said anything if you didn't say anything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that ponytail been like.
But this joint is like. She won't go down.
She don't want to go down.
I'm like, sis.
Yes, B. We have a look here. Didn't you get the memo, ponytail girl?
Ponytail said, "I'm giving you 1980s hopscotch." This one braid ain't laying down. I'm not about to lay down.
She the opposite of to go lay down.
She is not. Look at her back.
She is back. That's okay.
No, don't judge me.
I agree. I mean, I feel like
this one might be thicker than this.
I feel like the Zoom, for people watching and listening, again, this is our first Zoom. I know what you're saying, but I feel like we could get into it. We can get into a groove with the Zoom.
I think it might require a mom cocktail.
Yes.
Because it's different. Like
it is different.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. And we had a setting. We had we went to a place.
Yes.
It puts you in the mind frame. Now you it's like the pandemic. You're working from home. And you're like, ho hum. Like, I want to go to a place, be in the.
And then you start to break everything down. Like for me, I couldn't find the ring light. So I'm like, ooh, this romantic setting y'all about to get. Now,
but we will make sure that the streak from the lighting, but it's actually also very nice. Like the sunset is gone, but now you've got this fun geometric thing happening.
Cascading over my face.
Yeah. And this episode just went a little good luck on a title. What is it called?
Good luck on listening to this. Thank you for making it to the end. We're trying some things. Let us know.
We're still figuring it out. Yeah.
Let us know at least from a sound and video quality.
Definitely on the sound and video. Let us know.
We'll get it together. Don't you?
Well, it was a little all over the place because we had you were at home and could be involved in a mommy crisis.
Yes.
And so then that's where your mind went, and that's fair.
And this is what keeps it real, y'all. This is what mommy, as much as we talk in the sound, some people say, oh, it sounds like y'all have it together. We don't.
Who said that?
We have it. We have it together for the time when we're able to leave our house and record. Now Absolutely. You can see the time where we haven't left our house. And we're recording, and it's crazy.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, my mom was here. We had we called in a third set of hands because normally we do it's a dance.
Yeah.
On mealtime, bath time, bedtime. And mommy had to check out a little bit, to put a cheek, put her. So yeah, it's.
This mommy didn't even tell her partner, so. He
It
thought
was
we
a
was about to do the
surprise.
dance.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was like, "Oh, you can't dance?"
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise. But we made it. We made it.
We made it.
We did
So
it.
thank you guys for joining us. Clearly, we are living in mommy chaos. That means we need coffee. Did you know that you too could buy us coffee? You know, a little $5 espresso or something.
Support the
Check out
Momcast.
the link in bio, as Celia would eloquently say. There you can buy us a little cup of Joe.
Mhm.
We would love it. And yeah.
Like, subscribe, share, all of the above. And yeah, if you guys made it through this episode, thank you guys so much for your
We
continued
appreciate you.
support. Yeah. Feel free to message us, say whatever. We love interacting with people and telling us that they are enjoying the podcast. So
And
it really,
also, if there are any topics, sorry to cut you off.
yes, that's
If there's
okay.
something you want us to address, we are happy to address, whether it is in a full-fledged episode or on live, because we will be doing those. Circling back to that, we'll be doing them more
Mhm.
frequently. We're
Yep.
not going to stick to some specific schedule, but you'll let
Mhm.
us, we'll let you know.
Yep. And so there's an email address. We'll
Yeah.
put it somewhere. Ooh. Where is it? We'll put it on the screen. We'll put it down in the things. But yeah, email us questions or in IM. How old am I? I am. And aim us. Send us a DM on Instagram is what I was trying to say.
Send Celia an aim message.
Send me an
I
aim.
won't get the aim message, but you can aim her.
Yeah, send us a DM and we'll be happy to talk about a topic.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you for
okay.
joining us.
This was fun.
Bye.
Just got